This is the month of self-love. By coincidence, I received this photo from my early childhood that my sister sent me just a couple of days ago. I'm John Fazandia, and that's me, the little 4-year-old boy standing in the front of that picture. When I saw this picture, I was overwhelmed by a lot of memories from that time. Life wasn't easy for that little fella, or for any of the family. We were a family of 9 children, and Dad worked at the gasworks. He was lowly paid. Mum stayed at home. She cooked, she washed and ironed our clothes, she cleaned the house, she sewed a lot of our clothes, and even knitted all of those tops that we're wearing in the picture. She also kept a really firm control of us, usually with a lot of punishment. By the way, that's not Mum in the picture. That's a young woman from across the road who used to come and help out from time to time. As well as being reasonably secure and a kind of a happy childhood, there were also many things that hurt me back then. The downside of growing up in a big family was that our parents were really busy and stressed, just trying to provide the basic necessities for us. They didn't have a lot of time to give to us individually. This meant that we had to work out things for ourselves, and at times that led me to being really confused, misunderstood, and at times very lonely. I learned to make my way in this world despite the stressed family environment, and I've done pretty well, as have my brothers and sisters. Now, when I feel hurt, or lonely, misunderstood, or out of sorts, I realize that the feelings that I have now are triggered by the experiences of that little boy in the photo, who himself was hurt and lonely and misunderstood, confused and insecure way back then. He still needs me. He still needs me to love him. He needs me to love him, especially when he's hurting. He won't ever go away because he is me and I'm him. In my book and online training program, Thriving Under Fire, I teach people how to be empathetic. I teach them how to enter into the other person's world of feelings, and how they can do this without being overwhelmed by the other person. For me, self-love, self-compassion is empathy for self. Empathy is a verb. It is something that I can do for myself at any time. I encourage you to practice self-love. Start now, today, and make it part of your life. Thank you for letting me share. I'm John Fazandia from Thriving Under Fire.